Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today and welcome to Anna's Pastry Kitchen. Today I'm going to make a chess pie. This is a lovely dessert that's very lemony and fairly easy to make. The thing I love about this dessert is that it uses ingredients that you may already have on hand in your pantry, which I think is a good idea right now. So the main ingredients are eggs, a little bit of milk, sugar, fresh lemons, grated lemon rind, a little bit of flour, and then the secret ingredient is cornmeal, so that sort of ups the texture just a little bit. Typically this pie is made in just a regular pie crust, but today I'm going to make it in a sweet crust like we made a few weeks ago for the apple tart. So we're going to up our game a little bit. We'll make it in a sweet Pate Brisée crust. We'll call it a lemon chess tart, and today I'm using the recipe from my good friend Alita, and it is delicious. I've made it before. It's very lemony and yummy, and again, you're using ingredients that you may already have on hand. So stay tuned and we'll put together our chess tart. Okay, so the assembly is pretty easy for this chess tart. So the filling has 3 eggs and 2 egg yolks. So I did separate 2 eggs. I'm saving those whites for a project that I'll make later on. Hopefully I'll be making a meringue. So save your egg whites. You can use them in an egg white omelet. You can make a meringue. There's different uses for those egg whites, so you don't have to throw those away. I've melted 1 stick of butter that I'll go ahead and throw in here. I think first I'll go ahead and add the sugar. So 1 3/4 cup of sugar. So there's a cup. That's a lot of sugar, but we also have a lot of lemon juice. So you need to counter that tart lemon juice with a fair amount of sugar. All right, so 1 3/4 cup of sugar. And then we'll go ahead and add our melted 1 stick of butter. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in and stir it. And then we'll add 1/3 cup of milk. And then we'll add the lemon juice, the flour, the cornmeal, the grated lemon rind. And I'm not even bothering to use my KitchenAid mixer. This can be done by hand with a nice big whisk like this. I'm not trying to beat a lot of air into it. I just want to combine these ingredients. So wanted to show you my, this is so fabulous. This is how I squeeze my fresh lemons and get the lemon juice out. So I got this from Pampered Chef. You go ahead and put your half a lemon in, and then you just squeeze it. It squeezes it really well and gets all that fresh lemon juice out, keeps the seeds from going in. So this recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice. I had 1 really large lemon that I don't think that's quite a 1/4 cup yet, so I'm going to go ahead and squeeze a little bit more. This does take a fair amount of lemon, so the lemon rind that I've grated, it's calling for 2 tablespoons, and that's going to end up being about 5 lemons worth of grated lemon rind. So, all right, so there's my fresh lemon juice squeeze. I'm sure that's at least a 1/4 cup now. And then I wanted to show you my, I also got this from Pampered Chef. So this is great. You just sort of scrape it on the outside of your lemon, and then you tap your rind onto a plate, and then you can measure it and use it for your dessert. So now I'm going to measure a 1/4 cup of lemon juice into my filling. All right, lovely. That's going in. And then I don't have quite 2 tablespoons of lemon rind, but I think that's going to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that in, scoop up the rest, and add it in. Don't want to waste any of this delicious lemon rind. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stir that, and then next I'll add the flour and the cornmeal, and we'll pour it in our pastry shell, and we'll bake it in the oven. Okay, so I just pulled our chest tart out of the oven. It looks great. It baked for about 46 minutes at 350. I checked it about midway through and I actually rotated the pan. It looked like it was browning a little more on the back of the tart in the back of the oven. So I rotated it very carefully. The way you can tell when it's done is when you kind of shake it a little, the center, you know, looks firm. It jiggles a little, but it's not like wavy, raw, sort of moving around too much. Just a very small little jiggle. And actually you just don't want to overdo it. You want to pull it out of the oven at that point. It looks delicious when we slice this into thin slices and add a little whipped cream, some sort of garnish. I had blackberries. I wish I had candied violet. That would be beautiful. Maybe I'll find some real violets out in the field today. So there's our chest tart. I will show you a picture of the sliced tart when it's all done. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope everyone's doing well.